Don't forget you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogtv, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. We begin with stories from Abuja. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has announced major leadership changes at several federal universities, including the University of Abuja, now renamed Yakubu Gowon University. These changes are effective immediately. At the newly renamed Yakubu Gowon University, President Tinubu dissolved the entire governing council and relieved Professor Aisha Maikudi of her duties as Vice Chancellor. To replace her, President Tinubu appointed Professor La Patricia Manko as the acting Vice Chancellor for a 6-month term. Disclosing this in a statement, Bayo Ononuga, Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy, said Manko will not be eligible to apply for the permanent position when it becomes available. Senator Lanre Tejoso, currently the Pro-Chancellor of the University of Agriculture, Makurdi, was also appointed Pro-Chancellor of Yakubu Gowon University. He will be succeeded in Makurdi by Senator Joy Emodi, now appointed Pro-Chancellor of Alvan Ikoku University of Education. The House of Representatives Committee on Constitutional Review has proposed the creation of 81 new states in the country. If the proposal scales through, the Nigerian states will be made up of 67 sub-national governments. The proposal for new states was contained in a letter read during plenary session by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, who presided over the session in absence of the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas. The committee, chaired by Kalu, proposed 6 new states for North Central, 4 in the Northeast, 5 in the Northwest, 5 in Southeast, 4 in South-South, and 7 in Southwest. The proposed new states are Okun, Okura, and Confluence states from Kogi, Benue, Ala, and Akpa state from Benue, FCT state, Amana state from Adamawa, Katangum from Bauchi state, and Savannah state from Borno, and Muri state from Taraba. Others are Okoja from Cross River state, Warri from Delta, Ori and Obolo from Rivers, Torubi from Ondo, Ibadan from Oyo, Lagoon from Lagos, Ijebu from Ogun state, as well as Okeogun, Ijesha from Oyo and Osun states. Back home now, the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, has once again celebrated the outstanding performance of best graduate students for 3 sets at the Ogun State Polytechnic of Health and Allied Sciences, OSPOHAS, Ilese Ijebu, with 2.5 million naira each. Prince Abiodun, during the presentation of the monetary rewards at the 3rd combined convocation ceremony of 2021-2022, 2022-2023, and 2023-2024 graduating sets and commissioning of projects at the institution, reiterated the commitment of its administration towards encouraging and motivating excellence among learners at all levels of education. Governor Abiodun recalled that since the inception of his government in 2019, acknowledging and promoting excellence were part of the several projects and policies embarked upon to salvage the condition of education in the state and to further enhance quality educational standards. Represented by his Special Advisor on Education, Science and Technology, Dr. Runkesho Yombo, Abiodun assured of his continuous passion towards providing the motivating teachers and providing conducive atmosphere for learners. He congratulated the institution, the management and staff, the graduates and their parents for the success of the event, as he charged the graduates to remain committed to the society that made them.
Just being the oldest state-owned tertiary institution in Ogun State, it has been a beacon of excellence in training skilled and competent health professionals, whose contributions have significantly strengthened the health sector.
Earlier in his remarks, the chairman governing council of the institution, Asiwaju Kunle Kalejaye, appreciated the peaceful coexistence among learners of the institution as he admonished them to always be in the right place where value can be placed on their stardom. The rector of the Polytechnic, Dr. Rasaki Akimbo, said the conversation was a milestone in the history of the school. Appreciating the government on behalf of other cash awards beneficiaries, Awawu Salami, the overall best graduating student of the three sets with 3.94 GDPA, lauded the collective effort of the school leadership that have led to their successes. The Ogun State College of Nursing Sciences is on track for its National Diploma Program as the maiden matriculation of pioneer students in the 2024-2025 academic session has been held. The ceremony was held at the Telemedicine Hall of the Federal Medical Center, Idiaba, Abeokuta. Bolaji Sampson reports that a total of 360 students blazed the trail. A report.
Of Ogun State College of Nursing Sciences is a significant milestone in the quest by the institution to expand its scope of knowledge impartation. The event therefore marks the official admission of diploma students in the 2024-2025 academic session into the college community. It is a day filled with commitment as the pioneer intake of 360 students embarked on the academic journey towards becoming healthcare professionals. The matriculation is an age-old tradition that symbolizes the formal admission of students into the college. For many, it represents their first step into the world of nursing and midwifery, setting the tone for their future in the healthcare profession. During the event, students pledged their commitment to the values and principles that define Ogun State College of Nursing Sciences, which include academic excellence, integrity and compassion, empathy, professional responsibility, community, and service.
It is a beginning of a journey for you matriculants that will shape your future, a journey that will also shape the future of the healthcare in Ogun State, in Nigeria and beyond.
I acknowledge the support of the state government. Its investment in our college is one in the future of our dear state and nation. We appreciate the supportive role it plays, especially during the regulatory body's accreditation exercise.
This ceremony instills a sense of belonging and pride as students transition from being applicants to fully recognized members of the college.
The Commissioner of Health said we have to bring innovatives, like ideas to the table. So we have to bring new things to the table. And I hope I give you my best.
The entire student from Abeokuta, Ijebu-Ode and Ilaro campuses were urged to be committed, dedicated, and to sacrifice their time to a studious lifestyle. Bolaji Sampson, Ogtv News.
The Ogun State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, is committed to enhancing the quality of education by ensuring teachers, persons, and active engagement with pupils. In fulfilling this obligation, SUBEB embarked on monitoring exercise to ensure standard teaching across schools in Ogun State. The team, led by the Secretary of the Board, Dr. Mikhail Lawal, expressed satisfaction at the level of engagement in schools and revealed that the exercise is aimed at ensuring learning is achieved while maximizing the academic calendar. Nkem Ago was with the team on the monitoring exercise. A report.
The team of Ogun State Universal Basic Education Board, SUPEB, under the State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology during one of his school routine inspection at ensuring the school activities meet the set standards, monitor and evaluate academic activities, and maintain standards in teaching and learning. Some of the schools visited were Asarudin Nursery and Primary School 2, Iperu Remo, Wesleyan Primary School, Ogiri, and St. John's Anglican Primary School, Ajura. The Secretary, Ogun State Universal Basic Education Board, Dr. Mikhail Lawal, explained further other reasons leading to the inspection exercise.
At the level of our state, we do it even every month. We visit school monthly, so to ensure that we keep our teachers at work and contribute to their development. Because when we come, we observe the classrooms, teaching, we look at their records, we look at the entire system in the school, the environment, even up to the food they consume, so that even their toilet system, we look everywhere, so that we can be sure that when our learners are in school, they are in a very safe environment to learn easily.
He also expressed satisfaction with teachers for being supportive in the education sector and helping the pupils grow academically and morally.
The learners responded very well to the questions being asked by their teachers. The classes that we visited, we can see active participation of both the teacher and the learners in the lesson, and that is very commendable. And the environment is well maintained as well.
We also advise teachers and head teachers to sustain the enviable records of Ogun State in education, as the state remains the hub of intellectual works. In Kem Agu, Ogtv News. The team of
News, Nigeria Customs Service Ogun 2 Area Command cracks down on illegal operations. Details of these and other stories when we return. To stay with us.
Let me ask you a question. What's holding you back? Is it the pressure of your job, the demands of your education, or your ability to connect with the world? Is it the access to the right information? Are you lost? Is it your location, or where you live, or how far you are away from the opportunities? Maybe it's your language, your culture, or your traditions. Again, I ask you, what's holding you back?
Unlimited data from Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Whoever, wherever you are, stay connected. Stay limitless. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Thanks for joining us again. More than 30 road construction projects are currently ongoing across the 20 local government areas of Ogun State. Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Ade Akisoya, dropped this hint at a media parley in Abeokuta. Fora Adesonwo reports.
Each construction site changing conversation in the Gateway State. This, no doubt, will ensure equitable development and address age-long infrastructural deficits.
We only see what he's doing. He doesn't really make so much noise, and he's doing a good job.
This is nice. Cost, it will add, it will reduce my cost on repairs of car, and of course, shortens my time on the road.
The governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun's promise to ensure that no part of the state is left behind in his administration agenda. Iworo to Ogbogbo, to Igbeba, Ijebu-Ode, to Ingiwa, Akule Street, Ifo local government area, Talbot, Yidi Road, Ijebu-Ode, Awomosho, Agbato Drive, Ogiri are roads which the commissioner clarified as network within township roads meant to support commercial activities. Projects like the reconstruction of Bible College Road, Ota, is expected to address road challenges in Ota axis.
Generally, I think infrastructure is kind of a catalyst to development. If people can't move from point A to B, it affects trade, health, and lots of other things. So what the government is doing is part of Isheya. We are being the infrastructure. So this is the first component of that.
While Akute Ishashi Road was built to enhance movement and business in Akute corridor.
I am exceedingly happy because we can say, yes, we have delivered. Our people will believe us. If we say we are going to do this, people will say, yes, APC will do it because of what the governor has done for us in this area.
I'm happy that they have done it. I mean, it needs to be applauded for doing this because people suffered. If you are here in 2003, 2011, 2007, 2011, you will weep. They improve a lot.
Ogun State is growing as an industrial and commercial hub. The ongoing road construction, the commissioner said, when completed, will drive commercial activities, upgrade living standards, and add value to properties. Adefowura Adesanwo, Ogtv News.
With efforts to improve the quality and accessible water across Ogun State, the State Water Corporation has continued its comprehensive inspection of key water infrastructure aimed at identifying areas that require upgrade and enhancement. Olaide Oloye was with the team led by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Sustainable Development Goals and Water Resources, Honorable Damilola Otubanjo, as the team visited not less than 9 areas under different local government areas. A report.
Determined to provide potable water for the teeming populace in Ogun State, the government of Governor Dapo Abiodun is not giving room for laxity, hence the appointment of a special advisor to oversee the operational system of the State Water Corporation. In realization of this mandate, the special advisor to the Governor on Sustainable Development Goals and Water Resources, Honorable Damilola Otubanjo, has embarked on statewide tour of water facilities, take stock of needed materials, with the intention of delivering water to every nook and cranny of the state. In continuation of the inspection exercise, Honorable Otubanjo again led a team to 9 locations spread across Ogun East Senatorial District, Ogeri, Ikperu, Akaka, Ilisho, Ikene, Ayekwe, Udogbolu, and Shagam. The inspection aimed to evaluate the current condition of facilities and pinpoint areas in urgent need of repair and modernization as the team assessed water schemes, boreholes, treatment plants, pumping machines, and distribution network across the state, while also noting conditions of the infrastructure, identifying potential challenges, and developing strategies to address them.
We have a lot of infrastructures that are actually not working. All of the schemes we visited, only Shagamu is working and part of Ikberu. And I see a lot of funding that has not been adequately utilized. So it's a bit of a concern for me in terms of what we need to do. But in the immediate, we see some schemes that we can quickly resuscitate to get it more efficient. So we need to be able to work on those low-hanging fruit while we look at a longer-term plan to see how we can rehabilitate the rest of the scheme.
She stated that the government is committed to investing in the upgrade and utilizing advanced technologies to ensure reliable and safe water supply for everyone in the state.
We have a work cut out for us. We need my governor to please come to our aid and see how we can deliver true value in terms of value to the people of this community, because water is an essential part of our livelihood and it is something that we need to take very seriously in terms of how we address them.
Alaja Muinat Jaji, the governor's consultant on water, added that inspection findings would inform a comprehensive reform plan focused on optimizing water production and distribution across Ogun State.
We notice that there are some schemes that we need to improve on the equipment as well as the pipeline network. That's we are planning to work on. So after the visitation, we can assure the residents that they will get more quality water supply in the town.
Residents are encouraged to pay their water bill on time and report any damage or leaking pipelines promptly to avoid contamination. Olaide Oloye, Ogtv News.
Away from that, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has felicitated the President of the African Development Bank, AFDB, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, as he celebrates his 65th birthday. In his message, Governor Abiodun hailed Adesina as a visionary whose contributions have significantly influenced the landscape of Africa's development. In a statement issued, Governor Abiodun noted the remarkable journey of Dr. Adesina since he took the helm of the AFDB in 2015. He noted that under his stewardship, the African Development Bank has transformed into a beacon of hope and progress for the continent. The governor emphasized that Adesina's leadership has not only enhanced the bank's reputation, but has also fortified its role as a pivotal institution dedicated to the economic upliftment of African nations. Born on February 6, 1960, Adesina's illustrious career in economics and development has been marked by unwavering commitment to the cause of Africa's growth. His election as the president of the AFDB in 2015, followed by his re-election in 2020, underscores the confidence that member countries have in his vision and capabilities. Governor Abiodun remarked, "Access to digital skills and entrepreneurship will lead to increased productivity, job creation, and economic transformation in Nigeria." This was a summary of the lecture delivered by Obawumi Jiboku to mark the 9th anniversary of Suite 107.1 FM, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Simia Tabaro was there and she now reports.
9 years ago, the second private radio station in Ogun State, Suite 107.1 FM, came live with the mandate to develop the entrepreneurial, business and leadership skills of Nigerian youth. The 9th anniversary lecture delivered by Mr. Obawumi Jiboku captured the essence of the creation of the radio station.
And that's why I talked about innovation. One, we need to be able to innovate. Two, we must take advantage of these digital skills. Everybody, no matter what we are doing, that digital space is the largest market as we speak.
Titled Digital Skills and Entrepreneur, Panacea for Sustainable Economic Development, it was a roll call of journalists, young and old, industry owners, students, and listeners.
Out of the 9 years we are celebrating today, I use 6 good years. You don't know how this station belongs to everybody. And the station came in at a point where many of us freelancers, we are looking for a platform. At the initial stage, we remember very well, there are a lot of challenges at the beginning in terms of their things like that. For every child, the school and the technology and acquisition of skills and by the parents.
For the managing director of Suite 107.1 FM, Eddie Aino, a veteran journalist, the challenges confronting media organizations in Nigeria cannot stop the operation of the station.
Ours is a station that trains people. There is hardly any station you look in here, in the state now, that you won't have somebody who left, Sweet FM, who has been trained as Sweet FM. Maybe for one reason or another, when people have to move, they have to move. That's my own idea of, because I moved too. As a bright future, because the problem is not content. One appeal to government, federal and state, is the fact that they should come to the aid, the rescue of broadcasting stations. Because what we do to them, or what we do for them, or what we do on their behalf is enormous.
Suite 107.1 FM, the brainchild of Senator Olubenga Obadara, is indeed living a life of its dreams with robust feedbacks from its audience and participants at the 9th anniversary lecture. Simiat Abaru, Ogtv News.
A tragic accident along Kenta-Idiaba-Ajibo Road has claimed the lives of 3 persons on motorcycle, all members of the Ajibo Mechanic Village. This marks the 3rd fatal incident within 3 months, raising serious concerns about safety along this road. Frustrated by the recurring tragedies, the artisans at the Mechanic Village took to the streets demanding justice for their fallen colleagues. They insisted that the government must intervene to address the dangerous condition of the road contributing to these accidents. Bumi Adigun was at the scene and now brings us the full story.
A tragic accident along the Kenta-Idiaba-Ajibo Road in Abeokuta has claimed the lives of 3 individuals, reigniting the anger and frustration of local mechanics. They expressed deep bitterness over the continual loss of their colleagues due to reckless driving by truck operators on the busy roads.
In December 27.
This incident has become a recurring problem. We are unhappy with the situation as these truck drivers are posing a significant threat to our people.
Between December 2024 and January 2025, the Mechanic Village along this axis has mourned the death of 4 colleagues crushed by the responsible truck drivers.
And this has been happening time to time. Within this year, and I think I have recorded about 3 accidents like that.
On the evening of February 5th, another devastating incident occurred when a truck fatally struck a motorcycle with 3 returning home from work. Coincidentally, they are artisans from the Mechanic Village.
It's just an accident, a very fatal accident, where a trailer with load of granite was coming. Instead for him to apply caution, he was coming on a top speed and he crushed a motorcycle where 3 people were on top of the bike. He crushed them and they died on the spot.
The bad portion of the road remains unchanged, yet the urgent need for road rehabilitation is glaring. Members of the Ajibo Road Mechanic Village took to the streets a day after the ugly incident, barricading the road to voice their anger against the truck drivers. Their demonstration turned confrontational as frustrations boiled as some mechanics damaged trucks in their rage, resulting in clashes that required police intervention. Thankfully, the presence of the Divisional Police Office in Kenta minimized damages and prevented further escalation.
This morning they came out again to start the protesting. And while myself and my men were on top of we were talking to them, pleading with them to excite patience, that we will talk to the owner of the trailers association.
Tensions flared when Ogtv reporter and cameraman attempting to capture the protest faced hostility from the crowd but backed down when they noticed it was Ogtv crew. The protest continued for hours, leading to significant disruptions in the area. Despite repeated police appeals for calm, the artisans remained adamant in their demands. As the atmosphere became more intense, it culminated in a face-off with some protesters arrested and others dispersed amidst tear gas deployment. The agitated workers insisted on a continued police presence until their grievances are addressed. Efforts to reach the Truck Owners Association of Nigeria, TORAN, and the Nigeria Union of Mine Workers for comments were unsuccessful, with calls going unanswered. The community remains on high alert, demanding justice and urgent action to prevent further tragedies along the perilous road. Bumi Adigun, Ogtv News.
The Nigeria Customs Service Ogun Area Command has successfully halted operations of 4 companies apprehended, several companies operating illegally without the necessary license. This operation highlights the agency's commitment at enforcing compliance and safeguarding the country's economic integrity. Customs Area Controller Olushola Bisialade stated this while briefing journalists on the scorecard of the command in the last quarter of 2024 fiscal year. Bumi Adegu once again has details in this package.
Nigeria Customs Service Ogtv Area Command is responsible for collecting duties on imports in the Ogun State area, and the command is before the media men to give scorecard as regularly done every quarter to put the record straight and chart way forward.
The sum of 4,335,323,053 kobo as revenue for the month of January 2025. This can be compared to 2,135,276,676 naira 86 kobo generated in the corresponding period of last year, 2024.
The command had so far generated for the month of January a significant increase of 104%.
There's a differential of 1,865,058,649 naira 65 kobo, which is a significant increase of 104%. Nevertheless, we also need to let you know that the command generated the total of 32,461,458,858 naira and 59 kobo last year, 2024.
Comptroller Olushola BC Alade, while briefing journalists, attributed the successes recorded as evidence of diligence, professionalism, and dedication to duty of men and officers who worked tirelessly to hit set revenue targets. 4 companies were also reportedly uncovered along other axes for operating without necessary documents. Bumi Adigun, Ogtv News.
Members of staff of the Ibadan Distribution Electricity Company IBEDC Abeokuta office have embarked on indefinite strike, shutting their doors to customers. The protest stemmed from allegations against their employers regarding failure to remit employee deductions and the unlawful dismissal of staff, among other issues. The National Union of Electricity Employees, which is spearheading the demonstration, has announced that the closure will persist until their demands are adequately addressed. Bumi Adegu has the rest of the report.
Staffers of the Ibadan Electrical Distribution Company, IBEDC in Abeokuta, have closed their offices in protest against their employers. They are expressing dissatisfaction with the treatment being meted out to workers, listing demands for the reversal of what they term illegal disengagement of employees and timely remittance of deductions.
It has been in the offing for a while, but we kept postponing it, hoping the management will change their course of action. But unfortunately, they just kept, belittling all our efforts and making it very difficult for us to work in an anonymous situation.
What are these conditions?
There are many, there are plenty. For months now, for about 6-7 months now, the management has been owing staff. According to the labor law, once you owe staff some parts of a salary, it's as good as you are owing them. Deductions were made and not from some salaries and not remitted. Our tax were not paid. Our cooperative deductions are not given to us.
Represented by the National Union of Electricity Employees, the protesting staff are determined to press home their demands until they reach a satisfactory resolution.
Even operating costs, people our staff are the ones using their own personal money to run the business, and we've tried and find an amicable solution. They turned their deaf ears and making they are now sacking our people. If you recall, the last, I think there's even a sinister plan by all these schools to lay off people, to lay off workers. You recall in Kaduna now, the whole of Kaduna is in darkness when they start over 900 staff at once. And now IBGC did their own too by sacking about 22 people without following the laid down principles as ensuring in the condition of service.
They emphasized that they will no longer die in silence over these issues. As a result of the shutdown, customers using postpaid cards will be unable to recharge their accounts until normal operations resume. Bumi Adigun, Ogtv News.
Up next is business news with Dominic Abeokuta. Just stay with us.
Let me ask you a question. What's holding you back? Is it the pressure of your job? The demands of your education? Or your ability to connect with the world? Is it the access to the right information? Are you lost? Is it your location? Or where you live? Or how far you are away from the opportunities? Maybe it's your language, your culture, or your traditions. Again, I ask you, what's holding you back?
Unlimited data from Airtel 5G Smart Connect. Whoever, wherever you are, stay connected. Stay limitless. Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Glad to have you join us on the business segment of the news. Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Senator Heineken Lukbobiri, has condemned the long-standing abandonment of the Brass Modern Refinery project in Bayelsa State, calling it unacceptable. During an inspection visit to Brass local government area, Lukbobiri expressed frustration over the stalled project, emphasizing the urgent need for revitalization. He also toured the Ewa Ama Road project leading to the Brass Petroleum Products Terminal, reaffirming the federal government's commitment to fast-tracking critical oil and gas infrastructure in the Niger Delta. A statement issued on Thursday by Nnameka Okafor, Special Assistant on Media and Communication to the Minister, assured that the administration is determined to deliver on these projects within President Bola Tinubu's first 2 years in office. The Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NETI, has disclosed that as of August 2024, operations in the oil and gas sector are collectively indebted to the federal government with outstanding liabilities totaling $6.1 billion. It noted that the outstanding liabilities were made up of outstanding royalties, taxes, rents, and other collectible revenues due to be collected into government coffers. The agency also advised the government to recover the outstanding liabilities in the oil and gas industry to finance the 2025 budget. The Executive Secretary of NETI, Dr. Ogbonaya Orji, gave the account advice while interacting with the Senate Committee on Public Accounts on its industry reports for the oil and gas and mining sectors covering years 2021, 2022, and 2023. The Nigerian currency showed strength in the black market but dipped for the third consecutive time against the dollar at the Nigeria's official foreign exchange market. The naira fell to 1,499.76 naira to a dollar from 1,498.95 naira to a dollar, according to FMDQ data. However, it appreciated by 20 naira in the parallel market, trading at 1,185 naira to a dollar from 1,605 naira to a dollar. Currency traders in Nigeria's business capital attributed this movement to the Chinese New Year holiday and the market's reaction to the Central Bank of Nigeria's announcement of the foreign exchange code as key triggers behind a decline in dollar demand, boosting the naira's value. And finally, on the business segment of the news, the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) has drawn the attention of business owners, clubs, associations, and non-governmental organizations to its Administrative Proceedings Committee (APC). The Administrative Proceedings Committee (APC) of the CAC has the power to impose administrative penalties and revocation orders against any business that allegedly contravenes any section of the Companies and Allied Matters Act (CAMA). According to the CAC, its esteemed customers and the general public should note the provisions of the Administrative Proceedings Committee as enshrined in Section 851 of CAMA 2020. The Commission advised stakeholders to approach the committee for dispute resolution instead of resorting to litigation, which could impose economic strain on Nigerian businesses. That's the business segment of the news. Many thanks for watching. It's back to